Everything that could have been said about Astro Bot has been, by like 1,000 reviewers. It has good graphic, it has detail-oriented level design, it makes me forget about the fear and dread of waking up every day because life is agony. It also has lots of monkeys. I was going to make a video detailing all the reasons Astro Bot is great, but I didn't really feel like I had anything to contribute to the conversation, besides the monkey joke, but I just said that. So instead today, I'm going to make a little bit of a passion video and talk about my favorite little doohickeys that exist within the game. These doohickeys, or gadgets, are the things that go on your back and give you the power-ups and abilities that help you get through the levels, which are designed around them. So today on Blurbs, let's look at my 5 favorite gadgets in Astro Bot. Oh, also spoiler warning and opinion warning. I already know I'm an idiot. You don't have to tell me in the comments. Aw, but I really want to. First up, we have the Squid Balloon. This backpack is used to inflate things, but don't let it get to my ego. I'm unbearable. While it might be quite simple, the Squid Balloon mechanic is a ton of fun. I like the floating up into the air, rolling around like a little doofus animation. I like being able to rip Bot, aka fart, to descend, and I like the way that you can use it to inflate other objects, including enemies, to make them go boom. The potted plants level you see later on is one of my favorite levels in the whole game, as you whimsically float through the air and walk across the satisfying textures of the parade balloons. This mechanic just opens up so many fun venues for play while never overstaying its welcome.
Hey John, you could use this section's gadget to come up here and save me.
You're right. I could. At number 4, we have the platform elephant. The elephant is used to suck up materials and then spit them out to create platforms below your feet. This starts out as a simple ability that is used to remove liquid objects and scale heights, but eventually it upgrades into a multifaceted tool used to create bounce pads, ice rinks, and elevators. It's a cute way of giving you a little agency over the level design, as you can use it to cut gaps or bound upward into hard to reach places. It also at some points allows you to utilize the blood of your enemies. Neat. Next up, at number 3, we have the sponge. I don't know if it's the level or the mechanic itself, but doing the whole sponge thing in the bathhouse battle level is an incredibly fun time. Soaking up water to get real big and spitting it out to extinguish fires and water plants is an addicting loop. The fact that this mechanic only shows up one time throughout the entire game is kind of disappointing, as I had so much fun with it and I wanted so much more from it. But to be fair, they wrung this sponge dry in terms of the many ways they used it throughout the length of the level, and by the end of it, I immediately thought of this sponge as one of the best gadgets in Astro Bot. It's time for the next section of the video.
Wait, it's me, John from the future. Don't make that joke.
What? Why?
It's really stupid.
The time headset makes an appearance in multiple different levels. In some cases it's used as bullet time, but with the added benefit of being able to jump across the bullets and smack the guy who's shooting at you in the face. Other times it can be used to freeze falling objects so you can jump up them to get to the top of an area, and sometimes it's just used to gamble. You know, the thing we'd all use it for. The slow-mo casino specifically is just such a joy to play through, as you slow time to jump across the spinning roulette table, jump up a weaponized deck of cards and hit your enemy, and bound across dice as they roll out in front of you. The creativity of this level alone shows just how good this mechanic is.
Sometimes I wonder what it's like to be small. A man can dream. A man can dream.
The mouse mechanic in Astro Bot is peak level design and peak mechanic design. Really, all the mechanic does itself is make you small, but the way the level utilizes you being small is freaking crazy. You run across clotheslines, jump through vent crates, and then get real big and pop open a cage. Seeing Astro Bot's detail-oriented design from this size also makes you appreciate all the things the developers are doing on a micro scale in every level. Being small opens up so many opportunities, and running up the walls and through the vents radiates a joy that makes it unforgettable. All in all, I love almost every gadget in Astro Bot. Not a single one of the 12 causes an ounce of frustration, and each of them adds a new element to the game world that makes their level feel fresh and unique. Some, like the Bulldog, get quite a bit of use, and others, like the Mouse, I wish we saw more of, but regardless, they all work in conjunction to make Astro Bot the wonderful game that it is.